almost every time we swipe in a card, be it at a garage or at a restaurant with a mobile, that FastNet is somehow involved in those transactions. Could you maybe just spend a little bit of time just telling us PCI, what does PCI mean, and how does it impact or the FastNet business going forward?
PCI is effectively the payment card industry data security standard. And it is the standard that banks and effectively any providers of switching infrastructure, etc., needs to comply to be able to continue taking card transactions. And the objective of that is simply to ensure that security best practices are implemented on the network. And from a customer perspective, when you swipe, as you call it, you know that your data is secure, traversing the network and actually being stored in the switching and processed in the switching environment.
The services sound great, the go-to-market sounds fantastic as well, but it's always nice to have use cases that we can talk about.
The example that I would like to use is a innovative deployment that we've done within the POS environment, where we've engaged with one of our banking partners, and the challenge that they were facing was that from a reliable communications perspective, they were experiencing challenges on a mobile-only solution. And ultimately what they required was the deployment of Wi-Fi services. Now from a Wi-Fi perspective, obviously if you look at PCI and all of the requirements around that, you can very quickly run into problems if you don't design a solution to specifically address those requirements. So what we did is we did a design with the partner, considering all of the important classifications and considerations around security and implementation, and we deployed a solution for them where basically within a forecourt environment they can now use Wi-Fi as the preferred connectivity medium between the terminals for fuel clearance as well as transactions, and then aggregate the data into the central location, providing connectivity not only over mobile but also fixed line communication channels.
Saves customers money, it provides them with the service they need. Deployment, time to deploy, Willem?
We, over the November-December period, did a deployment for a customer where they required urgent installation of over 2,000 services at 2,000 sites. And if you look at that deployment, it was completed within a 2-week period, which is very, very aggressive, I think, for any kind of connectivity solution. And it's also the kind of service that we pride ourselves in within the WCS environment. We have examples where some of our retail customers phoned us and they were actually in the process of deploying the FastNet WCS solution as a backup to their existing services. And what happened is they lost one of their big retail stores. And because of the fact that the store was in a major center within South Africa, we were actually able to bring that store online 3 hours after receiving notification from a customer. And I don't think that there's a lot of providers out there that can claim that kind of turnaround. And over and above that turnaround, offer a seamlessly integrated site to a customer.
For those of you who are interested in finding more about the FastNet services, they are available on all the social networks. That's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Search for FastNet ZA. Otherwise, online on the website, fastnet.co.za. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.